really a worker. I'm back. This is part two, Aries. My camera only likes to go so long, then takes a break, and then I have to do a part two for you. But that's good. We're getting all this information out. Anyways, we're on the career house, the 10th house, and this is also how people see you out in the world. So they see you as really an element of genius and a very happy, self-realized type person. So they see you that way, and actually your career can fulfill that for you. So finding the right career. And let me get another card for that so we can just get some information. So in your daily work life, you have to use your will to make some changes. There are some things that are not functioning properly. And stay on the more troubleshooting side rather than the kind of kvetching, complaining thing that all of us get into at work. So anyway, so for your 10th house. Okay, so another one is darkness. And it's dark actually to even see it with my camera. So something needs to come out of the darkness. You have to bring something out. There is something in your intuition, in your mind that we had earlier. There is some idea that needs to be brought out. I don't know if it's within the same type of work. Is this the same type of work or is this something different for Aries? What is going on here? What is Aries? What is the nature of the work that will bring Aries to this point that's really kind of special for them? Five of Wands. So it's a field that's very competitive. Field that's very competitive. Maybe that's why you, even in the educational department where you felt like people discouraged you or you were somehow, you had a start but you stopped. And now this career, it's a very competitive career, could bring you a lot of joy and happiness. So if there was something that you felt like you couldn't do or you didn't have enough time to do, maybe this is law or becoming a doctor or becoming an engineer or anything that really requires a lot of it actually could be anything that requires skill and intelligence and talent, and you gave up for some reason, you know because you feel like, oh, I don't know if I can cut it or something like that, which is not a typical Aries trait to think that. But in any case, if you felt like it was too much for you, so there was something in the back of your mind that would bring you a lot of pleasure, that you would be genius at, that you need to bring out. And don't worry about, any competition or anything. You have what it takes to make it through that. And in groups, in your social groups, um, there's something interesting in your social groups that has to do with money. So I'm not certain exactly what that entails, but I have the Four of Pentacles in reverse and the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. So if you're doing anything that involves investing, it may not be a good idea because the Wheel of Fortune in reverse isn't that great. Like your fortune's going the opposite way. And Four of Pentacles, your savings going the opposite way. So don't get involved in anything that looks like pyramid scheme, anything that looks like investing in this business, it could work. Be careful about any speculative investments um, in groups of people, within groups of people. Be aware of that. So that's a possibility of some issues there. So career-wise, there's a career. It might take more education. You need to, well, it would be to your advantage. You don't need to do anything, but it'd be to your advantage to complete that education or complete that cycle to become something that would give you a lot of pleasure and you have a little bit of genius in. So, and it's a very competitive field. At work right now, try to look at troubleshooting, use your genius at that rather than, complaining or, gossiping or that type of thing. If there was a religion or anything you were getting involved in, and actually it could definitely be the education, is your key to self-realization. So you really want to do that. If you're looking to be a mom, there's so many energies that you're ready to be a mom. It just seems like maybe your partner's dragging their feet a little bit. You need to have that conversation with them. And if you're single, there's two fellas and that look pretty good, but choosing the one that would make a good family person, a father, someone who's, you will know. You will know about that person. And what was that? What else was there? You're in charge. You're in charge in your real life, but in your relationship, you need to assert yourself a little bit. And yeah, and you're really great. I mean, you're very strong. You're coming out your first house. You come out as yourself, the Emperor. So you're on track. That means you're being you. So that's exactly where you need to be. So that looks good. Now, overall, what can we say here? What card do I need to pull? Do I have my... Let's just use the Universe Has Your Back, and let's get just a... You know what? I'm going to use something else first. I have the Oracle of Mystical Moments. And this one's really good just for an overall. This one, can give you, sometimes it gives me a really good just visualization, and sometimes it doesn't. But let's see if we have any message, if we get a message for Aries for October. Aries has a lot going on in all spheres of their life, and I have a feeling that a lot of you Aries are in a little bit of varying position. Like you're not all kind of in the same boat. But yeah, so I mean, definitely comment and let me know where your situation falls. Okay, something for Aries for October. Any message for Aries for October? Message from Spirit for Aries from October. Anything that they might need to know that we haven't covered. I sense this one. I have the Gardener. It's a beautiful card. I think it's a nurturer. I think someone that wants to grow. I think it's a beautiful natural. There's something natural that you need to experience, that you want to bring out in yourself. Something earthy. I mean, as much as digging in a garden, or something as natural as becoming a mom, having a family, age-old things that people go through. So there's something very grounding for you in that, and I think you're really longing for a grounding in this situation. And for a last card, I'm just going to do this Universe Has My Back Oracle. And it's just kind of like a mantra. It'll give you something, spiritual, little kind of message. And for Aries, we have... Okay, so true healing occurs when I give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. Interesting. Give myself permission to feel whatever feelings live below the triggers. All right, Aries. Well, have a beautiful October. Please comment. Let me know how this was for you. And subscribe, share. If you like it, thumbs up. Let me know. And take care. Okay, thanks, Aries.